Me, 28 years old, junior archivist for the municipal databanks. Work in sub-level 4. No windows, just rows of humming servers and shelves of physical media. The air smells like ozone and old dust. I like the dust. Dust doesn't talk. My life is a grid. Wake up at 0600. Toast. Black tea. Walk 15 minutes to the metro. Arrive at the archive. Put on white cotton gloves. Catalogue forgotten history until 1700. Go home. Repeat. It is perfect. It is silent until Tuesday. Rain is hammering the city above. I can hear it vibrating through the ventilation ducts. 10 a.m. Routine cataloguing of magnetic tapes from the 90s. The heavy steel door at the end of the aisle slams open. It hits the stopper with a sound like a gunshot. I flinch, drop a pen, look up, enter the chaos. She is wearing a yellow raincoat that is more grey than yellow. Oversized combat boots laced with red paracord. Helmet tucked under one arm. Water is dripping off her in a steady stream. Puddle forming on my pristine linoleum. My left eye twitches. She marches to the desk, slams a waterproof case on top of my paperwork. Delivery for archives, level 4. Priority. Her voice is too loud, like she's trying to talk over a helicopter engine. I stare at the puddle. You're dripping, I say. She looks down. Shrugs. It's raining, distinct lack of roof out there. She pulls a datapad from a pouch. Shoves it in my face. Sign here. Goggles. Goggles. I am wearing my magnifying spectacles. I take them off slowly. My name is Arthur. Sure thing, goggles. Sign. I sign. She grabs the pad. Winks. Actually winks. See you around, basement dweller. She spins on her heel. Boots squeak loudly on the floor. Leaves. The door doesn't close all the way. I have to get up and close it. Spend 10 minutes mopping the floor. The silence returns. But the smell of rain lingers. It smells like wet asphalt and static. I hate it. Thursday. Same time. Door slams. I don't drop my pen this time. But I do tense up. It's her again. No raincoat this time. Mechanic's jumpsuit tied at the waist. Black tank top. Arms covered in grease smears and faded tattoos. She is carrying a crate of rusted hard drives. Salvage from the North Sector, she announces. Drops crate. Dust cloud poofs into the air. I wave my hand to disperse it. Please set items down gently, I say. These drives are fragile. She leans on the counter. Chewing gum. Pops a bubble. They've been under a collapsed building for 20 years. Goggles. I think they can handle a 3-inch drop. I pull the crate closer, inspect the serial numbers. You need to sign the manifest, I say. She leans further, invading my personal space. Smells like engine oil? And peppermint? You got a coffee machine down here. No. Lame. We don't allow liquids near the artifacts. She rolls her eyes. You must be fun at parties. I don't go to parties. Shocking. She signs the manifest, draws a smiley face next to her signature. The name reads, Jinx. Is this your legal name? It's the name that gets paid. She taps the counter. Fix the ventilation. Goggles. It's stuffy. She leaves. I check the ventilation. It is functioning within optimal parameters. The smiley face on the manifest mocks me. 2 weeks pass. She comes every Tuesday and Thursday. It becomes a pattern. I start expecting the door slam at 10 a.m. I prepare a mental shield. Tuesday she enters, walking with a limp, dragging a heavy sack of optical discs. She doesn't slam the bag down. She slides it. Heavy load, I ask, not looking up from my ledger. Bike malfunction, she grunts. Had to walk 3 miles. Uphill. She sits on the edge of my desk. Get off the desk. No. Leg hurts. I sigh. Put down my pen. Look at her. She looks tired. Dark circles under eyes. Grease smudge on her cheek. Do you require medical assistance? I require a new knee and 1 million credits. She rubs her shin. And maybe some water. I hesitate. Rules say no food or drink. I look at the camera in the corner. It's been broken since 2018. I open my drawer. Take out my thermos of tea. Pour a cup into the lid. Slide it to her. It is Earl Grey. It is lukewarm. She looks at the cup. Looks at me. I thought liquids were illegal. I am conducting a controlled experiment. She snorts. Takes the cup. Drinks it in one go. Tastes like leaves and sadness. You are welcome. She hands the cup back. Thanks, Goggles. She sits there for 5 minutes, swinging her good leg, watching me work. What are you doing? She asks. Cleaning contacts on a motherboard from the pre-collapse era. Boring. Necessary. Why? So we don't forget how we got here. She looks around the room. Rows of dark shelves. Maybe some things should be forgotten. Voice is quieter than usual. I look at her. She is staring at a stack of old VHS tapes. Expression is unreadable. Then she shakes her head, hops off the desk, winces slightly. Right, gotta fly. Time is money. She leaves. I wash the cup lid 3 times. The silence feels heavier than before. Month 2. Routine is shifting. I bring 2 apples to work instead of 1, just in case. Not because I want to share, but because low blood sugar makes her loud. Thursday. She arrives holding a small tangled mess of wires. Hey, she puts it on the desk. Gentle this time. Can you fix this? I look at it. Old portable audio player. Sony Walkman. Relic. This is not archive property. I know. It's mine. I am not a repair shop. Come on. You fix ancient junk all day. She leans on her elbows. Puppet eyes. Please. I found it in a scavenger den. It has a tape inside. I pick it up. Mechanism is jammed with grit. Belt is snapped. It will require parts. I can get parts. Just tell me what you need. I write a list on a sticky note. 3 mm rubber belt. Isopropyl alcohol. CR2-032 battery. She takes the note. Salutes. You're a lifesaver, Goggles. She leaves. I return to my work. Realize I am humming. Stop immediately. Unprofessional. Tuesday. She dumps a bag of parts on the desk. Got 'em. She also places a cardboard cup on the desk. Steam rising. What is this? Coffee. Black. Like your soul. I sniff it. It actually smells like coffee, not the sludge from the cafeteria. Where did you get real coffee? I have sources. She pulls up a chair. A visitor chair I keep in the corner. She drags it to the side of my desk. Sits backwards on it. Fix away, wizard. I put on my magnifying loupe. Pick up the screwdriver. She watches. Usually, I hate being watched. Makes my hand shake. But she is quiet. Just the sound of her breathing. And the faint crinkle of her jacket. I disassemble the player. Clean the heads. Replace the belt. My hands are steady. I reassemble it. Click the battery in. Plug in the headphones she brought. Hand it to her. Try it. She puts the headphones on. Presses play. Wheels turn. Her eyes widen. She sits there for a long time. Just listening. Face softens. Tension in her shoulders drops. She looks younger, less like a jagged edge. After a few minutes, she takes them off. It works. It is a simple mechanism. What's on the tape? I ask. She looks at the player. Just some old synth pop. My dad used to hum it. She stands up. Touches my shoulder. Brief contact. Warm. Thanks, Arthur. Not Goggles. Arthur. You are welcome. She leaves the coffee. It is the best coffee I have ever had. I save the cup. Use it to hold paper clips. Month 4. It is winter. The basement is cold. Heating systems are failing in the upper levels. She comes in wearing a thick scarf. Nose is red. Freezing out there, she says, rubbing gloved hands together. Temperature is 18 degrees Celsius in here. I state. Tropical. She drops a package. Hey, brought you something? She pulls a small succulent plant out of her pocket. Pot and all. Puts it on my desk. What is this? It's a plant, genius. Green thing. Photosynthesis. Why? This room is depressing. You need life. It will die without sunlight. Get a grow light. You're the tech guy. She pokes the leaves. His name is Spike. You named the plant. Yeah. Look after him. She walks around the desk. Stands behind me. Looking at my monitor. What's that? Digitizing city maps from 2020. That's my sector, she points. Her finger hovers over the screen. Nail is chipped. Used to be a park there. Now it's a crater. I know. I have the incident report. Reading the report isn't the same as seeing it. She leans closer. Chin almost on my shoulder. I can feel heat radiating from her. My heart does a weird stutter. Must be an arrhythmia. Need to check my diet. You ever go outside, Arthur? Only to commute. We should go to the roof sometime. View is terrible, but the air is fresh. I do not like heights. I'll hold your hand. Don't worry, she laughs. Low and raspy. I focus on the screen. I have work to do. Always working. She ruffles my hair. I freeze. No one touches me. Ever. She pulls back. Boundaries. It is acceptable. The words come out before I think. She smiles. A real smile. Not the sharp grin she usually wears. Cool. See ya, Goggles. She leaves. I look at Spike the plant. I construct a grow light array from spare scanner parts. It takes me 2 hours. Spike looks happy, I think. Plants don't have facial expressions. Month 6. The routine is now a partnership. She brings deliveries. She brings coffee. Sometimes she brings lunch. Strange street food. Spicy noodles in cardboard boxes. Free dough balls. We eat at my desk. I put down a protective mat. She tells me stories about the city. About the runners. The black market dealers. The dogs that roam the industrial district. I tell her about the history of magnetic storage. The Dewey Decimal System. The great server crash of 42. She listens. Actually listens. Asks. Questions. So if the magnetic field flips, the data is just gone? Essentially, entropy wins eventually. That's dark, Arthur. It is physics. She kicks my shin gently under the desk. You're a ray of sunshine. One day she comes in angry, slamming things, pacing. Stupid dispatcher. Stupid traffic. Stupid rain. She throws her helmet on the floor. I stop typing, spin my chair. Jinx. She stops pacing, glaring at a shelf of encyclopedias. What? Sit down? I don't want to sit. Sit, she huffs, flops into the visitor chair. Arms crossed. I open my drawer, take out a chocolate bar. High quality. Been saving it for a special occasion. Hand it to her. She looks at it. Where did you get this? Archive requisition. Nutritional supplement. A lie. I bought it on the black market for 3 weeks' wages. She unwraps it, takes a bite, closes her eyes. Oh my God, she melts. Anger evaporates. You're too good to me, Goggles. You were disrupting the atmosphere. Yeah. She breaks off a piece, holds it out to me. Share. I do not require. Eat the chocolate, Arthur. I take it. It is sweet. We sit in silence eating chocolate. It is the best part of my week. Month 8. The incident. Tuesday, 10 a.m. No door slam. 10:15 a.m. Silence. 11 a.m. I can't focus. Reread the same document 4 times. 12 p.m. Maybe she has a day off, but she never takes days off. She says rent is too high to rest. 2 p.m. I check the newsfeed on my terminal. Accident on the West Bridge. Multiple vehicles. Courier involvement. Stomach drops. Cold feeling in my chest, like I swallowed ice water. I stand up, pace the room. Pacing is inefficient. I sit down, tap my fingers. 4 p.m. Door opens, slowly. No slam. Jinx walks in. She looks terrible. Limping heavily, left arm in a sling, cut over her eyebrow, stitched up with blue thread. Jacket torn. I am out of my chair before I realize it. Jinx. She leans against the doorframe, tries to smile. Fails. Hey, Goggles. Bit late today. I rush over, guide her to the chair. She sinks into it with a groan. Careful, ribs are bruised. What happened? Bus didn't see me. I saw the pavement. She laughs, but it turns into a cough. She winces. Why are you here? You should be in a hospital. Besides, she looks up at me. Eye is swollen shut. Had to deliver the package. Professional pride. She points to her pouch. I ignore the pouch. I am calling a medic. No medics. They ask too many questions about my license. Then what do you need? Just let me sit here a bit. It's quiet here. Okay. I run to the back room. Grab the first aid kit. Grab a bottle of water. Grab my coat. I come back. She is half asleep. I put my coat over her shoulders. She shivers. Thanks. I pull up my chair. Sit next to her. Close enough to catch her if she falls. I don't work for the rest of the day. I just watch her breathe. Make sure she doesn't go into shock. Every time she shifts, I tense up. At 5 p.m., the lights dim. I have to lock up, I whisper. She opens her good eye. Can't walk home yet, Arthur. Legs seized up. I know. I calculate options. Rules forbid civilians after hours. Rules forbid sleeping in the archives. I look at her bruised face. Screw the rules. Stay here. I go to the breaker box. Override the security sensors for this room. Lock the main door from the inside. I inflate an emergency air mattress from the earthquake kit. Lay it on the floor behind the desk. Help her move. She is heavy, lean muscle, and dead weight. She groans as she lies down. You're breaking so many protocols, she mumbles. I am archiving a damaged asset, she smiles faintly. Is that what I am? Yes, highly valuable asset. She grabs my hand, squeezes. Her hand is rough, calloused. Mine is soft. ink-stained. Stay? She asks. I am not leaving. I sit on the floor next to the mattress. Back against the desk, the server hum is a lullaby. She falls asleep holding my hand. I don't move for 6 hours. My arm goes numb. I don't care. I watch the shadows move across the ceiling. Realize my life was empty before the loud noises started. Realize I don't like the silence anymore. Morning comes. She wakes up stiff but mobile. We share a breakfast of crackers and tea. You're a good nurse, Arthur. I merely monitored your vitals. Sure. She stands up, tests her leg. I can walk. You should rest. Gotta work. Bike needs repairs. Repairs cost money. I can. I stop. I was about to offer her my savings. That is irrational. She puts a hand on my cheek. I'll be fine. Don't worry your pretty little head. She leaves. The room feels enormous without her. I look at the air mattress. I don't deflate it. Just shove it under the desk, just in case. Month 10. She is healed. Scars remain. She visits more often, sometimes without deliveries. Just passing by, she says. We sit on the floor, read old magazines I salvaged. One rainy afternoon. Power flicker. The archive goes pitch black. Emergency red lights buzz on. It is eerie. She is sitting on the desk. Spooky, she whispers. Just a grid fluctuation. Tell me a story, Arthur. I don't know stories. Tell me about you. Before the gloves. I look at her in the red light. She looks like a demon. Or an angel. Hard to tell. There is nothing to tell. I liked order. I studied. I came here. No dreams? No running away to the circus? I wanted to be a watchmaker. Timekeeper. Fits. She slides off the desk, stands in front of me. I wanted to be a dancer. I look at her combat boots. Her heavy armor. You move with precision, I say. I stumble through life, Arthur. She takes my hands. Dance with me. There is no music. Make some. She starts swaying. Pulling me. I stumble. I do not dance. Just follow me. She hums a slow tune. The one from the Walkman. We shuffle in the red light. My hands on her waist. Her hands on my shoulders. It is illogical. It is inefficient. It is wonderful. I smell the rain on her hair. I feel the heat of her skin. My heart is pounding against my ribs. She rests her head on my chest. You have a fast heartbeat, Boggles. Tachycardia? Nervous? Terrified? She laughs softly. Vibrates through my chest. Me too. We sway until the main lights kick back on. Blinding white. We pull apart. Awkward silence. She clears her throat. Right. Powers back. Yes. I should go. Yes. She walks to the door. Stops. Looks back. See you Tuesday, Arthur. See you Tuesday. She leaves. I stand in the middle of the room. Hands still tingling. I look at Spike the plant. I think I am compromised, I tell the plant. The plant says nothing. Month 12. Anniversary of our first meeting. I mark it on my calendar. She doesn't know. She comes in wet again. Heavy rainstorm outside. Happy Tuesday, she yells. Spins around. Spraying water. I don't even flinch. Hello, Jinx. I got you a present. She pulls a small box from her pocket. Wraps in greasy paper. For me? Open it. I open it. It is a vintage watch mechanism. Brass gears. Tiny springs. Beautiful. I found it in a pawnbroker's junk bin. Remembered you said you liked watches. I stare at it. Throat feels tight. It is perfect. I tried to clean it, but I figured you'd want to do the fun part. I look up at her. She is grinning. Wet hair plastered to her face. I want to tell her that I wait for Tuesdays, that I hate the weekends because she isn't here. That she is the only chaotic variable I accept. But I am a coward. Thank you, I say. I have something for you as well. I reach under the desk. Pull out a box. It is not much. She opens it. It is a pair of high-grade waterproof boots. Reinforced toes. Arch support. I saved for 3 months. Her jaw drops. Arthur, these are expensive. Your current footwear is structurally compromised. It is a safety hazard. She looks at the boots. Looks at me. Eyes start to water. You idiot. I am logical. She throws the boots on the floor. Jumps on me, wraps her arms around my neck, hugs me so hard my spine cracks. Thank you. She pulls back. Face inches from mine, eyes darting from my eyes to my lips. Can I try something? She whispers. Does it involve heavy lifting? Shut up, she kisses me. Taste of peppermint and coffee. Soft lips. Rough hands cupping my face. My brain flatlines. All systems critical. I kiss her back. Hesitant at first, then deeper. My hands find her waist, pull her closer. We stay like that for a long time. Forget the cameras. Forget the archives. Forget the rain. She breaks the kiss, forehead against mine. Breathing hard. Finally, she whispers. I was waiting for the data to support the hypothesis, I stammer. She laughs. Kisses my nose. You're such a nerd. I am an archivist. You're my nerd. My stomach does a flip. Yes, I suppose I am. Epilogue. Routine update. Be me. 29 years old. Still an archivist. Still work in sub-level 4. Still like the dust. But it's not silent anymore. There is a second chair behind the desk. There is a heavy metal playlist on the terminal. There is a pair of muddy boots by the door. Jinx comes in at 10 a.m. Not to deliver, just to hang out between runs. She sits on my lap while I type, feeds me pieces of apple. Complains about the weather. I fix her gear. She messes up my hair. We go to the roof on lunch breaks. I hold her hand so I don't look down. Life is no longer a grid. It is a messy, loud, chaotic scribble. It is inefficient. It is unpredictable. I wouldn't trade it for all the silence in the world. She kisses my cheek. Hey, goggles. Love you. I adjust my spectacles. Love you too, Jinx. Resume typing, smiling like an idiot. Best file ever.